RHOC fans blast Bravo for filming Shannon Beador blackmail. RHOC fans are blasting Bravo for filming Shannon Beador getting blackmailed by John Jansen and Alexis Bellino. The two have been having a field day with Shannon and her emotions since season 18 began. Yet it really hit a peak on the Thursday, September 5th episode of the series. So what has viewers up in arms? Keep reading for more details. The footage and lawsuit torment Shannon Beador. Shortly after the season 17 RHOC reunion was filmed, Shannon Beador was involved in a DUI hit and run which led to her being arrested. It was terrifying, but it made her reevaluate everything in her life. She had just come out of a long-term romance with John Jansen, and they had allegedly reconciled for a handful of months before the wreck. More so, Shannon had been at his house before she chose to drink and drive. This happened in September 2023, and by November 2023, John was romancing RHOC alum Alexis Bellino. Alexis was invited to join season 18, which was a struggle for Shannon. She claimed it was because Alexis' ex-husband, Jim Bellino, had sued her and Tamra Judge, but it was also hard to be around her ex's new lady. Alexis rode hard for John and his reputation, especially when he sued Shannon for $75,000. Shannon was blindsided, but Alexis maintained that she and John had a lot more on the mother of three aside from the money she owed him. Allegedly, John had footage from the night of Shannon's accident where she nearly ran over his daughter. This was something Shannon didn't know. However, Alexis made sure their co-stars knew. More so, she kept threatening to break it out. Finally, Gina Kirschenheiter accidentally told Shannon about the footage, and Shannon was happy she finally knew. At the same time, the offer she had made to John Jansen to settle the lawsuit was refused, which was $37,500. After seeing this go down, viewers felt that Bravo should be ashamed of themselves for filming Alexis and John blackmailing Shannon with the video. Shame on Bravo. According to Monsters and critics, RHOC fans are blown away by how Shannon Beador is openly being blackmailed and cameras keep rolling. This alleged video footage from the Ring camera keeps coming up as something that could ruin her life. Yet no one has removed Alexis Bellino from the show, thereby eliminating John Jansen. Some of the cast has noted if John and Alexis are so happy, they will just leave Shannon alone. That is not happening. So what else are viewers saying? It does not appear that the video footage has since come up in the lawsuit, but fans do feel that Shannon is being threatened. Either turn over all of the cash or be exposed. Yet no one really knows if this video truly exists. She did reveal to Heather Dubrow that the hit and run happened moments from John's home, so he likely heard it and did nothing. In the ever-dramatic world of the Real Housewives of Orange County, scandals are a dime a dozen. Affairs, backstabbing, screaming matches over sushi, all standard fare. But even in the unpredictable circus that is RHOC, this week's episode crossed a line that left fans reeling. What began as a typical wine-fueled soiree quickly descended into something darker. Accusations of blackmail involving fan-favorite Shannon Beador, and more controversially, Bravo's decision to air every explosive moment. The drama unfolded midway through the season's latest episode, during a party hosted at a coastal estate that was supposed to celebrate friendship. In a twist that would make even Machiavelli wince, a former cast member, returning for a cameo, confronted Shannon with allegations that she had been secretly holding damaging information over a fellow housewife's head. The implication? Classic blackmail. And the cameras were rolling the entire time. It felt like exploitation. The Bravo fandom is not one to stay quiet. Within minutes of the episode airing, #JusticeForShannon and #BravoExploitsWoman began trending on X, formerly Twitter, with fans accusing the network of crossing ethical lines in pursuit of ratings. "This wasn't fun shade or juicy drama," tweeted one viewer. "It felt like watching someone be ambushed for sport. Bravo needs to remember these are real people, not gladiators." Another fan posted, "There's a difference between reality and manipulation. Bravo blurred that line tonight, and not in a cute way. Even longtime fans, who are no strangers to the franchise's signature chaos, admitted this was too much. Some likened it to Survivor's infamous outing episode, or Keeping Up with the Kardashians' robbery arc, where questions of production responsibility eclipsed entertainment value. The blackmail bombshell. According to what aired, Shannon was accused of collecting private information, allegedly involving a cast member's financial issues and a possible affair, and using it as leverage in private disputes. She told me flat out, "I know things that could ruin her," the guest star claimed on camera, her words met with stunned silence and more than one dramatically raised brow. Shannon, for her part, looked genuinely blindsided. Whether her shock was that of guilt or betrayal, fans were left to interpret for themselves. "This is disgusting," Shannon finally whispered before storming out of frame. But the real controversy isn't about whether Shannon did or didn't engage in blackmail. It's about Bravo's decision to film it, and more importantly, to air it. Bravo's responsibility questioned. While RHOC is no stranger to uncomfortable moments, this episode struck a deeper nerve. Many are now accusing Bravo of weaponizing personal pain for ratings, exploiting the vulnerabilities of its cast instead of protecting them. "There are things you don't put on television," said entertainment critic Maria Harper. This felt like a violation of trust, of privacy, and of basic human decency. Several fans also noted the network's silence following the episode. While typically quick to respond with teaser clips and cheeky hashtags, Bravo has made no official statement acknowledging the backlash. Cast members have also remained tight-lipped, perhaps muzzled by the ever-present Bravo contracts or simply stunned by the blowback. Behind the scenes, did production know? Speculation is running rampant in fan circles about whether production knew the blackmail bombshell was coming. Some believe the moment was entirely organic, a spontaneous eruption of long-simmering tensions. Others are not so convinced. "They had to know," one Reddit user wrote in a now-viral thread. "The guest star doesn't just walk onto set and drop nuclear drama without someone at Bravo giving the green light." If producers were complicit in orchestrating the confrontation, it would mean that they not only encouraged cast members to weaponize personal information, but also chose to air it without considering the real-world consequences. Legal and ethical implications. As the online fury builds, some fans and commentators are asking whether the episode's contents crossed any legal lines. While blackmail itself is a criminal offense, airing accusations of blackmail, especially when unverified, walks a delicate legal tightrope. "I'm not saying Shannon's innocent," said legal analyst Jonathan Rees, "but broadcasting an unproven allegation of criminal behavior can open the door to defamation claims, especially if the network failed to fact-check." Ethically, the situation is even murkier. Should reality TV producers act as documentarians, showing everything as it happens, or do they have a responsibility to protect their stars from harmful narratives, even if those narratives are true? Cast fallout. In the wake of the episode, sources close to the cast say tensions are at an all-time high. Shannon has reportedly gone dark on group chats and is considering taking legal action if the footage is not addressed in the reunion. Meanwhile, the cast member allegedly targeted by the blackmail has removed Bravo from all her social bios and is rumored to be done for good. "If this is the cost of fame, it's too high," a friend of the cast told Page 6. "These women signed up for drama, not destruction." The bigger picture. When does reality go too far? The scandal raises a fundamental question about the nature of reality television in 2025. When does documenting truth become exploiting trauma? Reality TV has always thrived on conflict. It's the currency of the genre. But what happens when the pursuit of ratings leads producers to cross boundaries that feel morally indefensible? In many ways, this episode is a watershed moment for Bravo and RHOC. If the backlash continues to grow, the network may be forced to reckon with a new reality. One where viewers no longer want unfiltered access to other people's pain, especially when that access comes at the cost of someone's reputation, career, or mental health. Where do we go from here? Bravo has a decision to make. Will it double down on the drama, hoping time will dull the outrage? Or will it finally listen to its audience, who are no longer content to watch the emotional carnage with popcorn in hand? In a world where cameras are always rolling and reality is often anything but, the lines between storytelling and sensationalism are blurrier than ever. But one thing is clear: RHOC fans are drawing their own line in the sand. And for the first time in a long time, it's not about who said what or who wore it best. It's about what kind of reality we're willing to watch. And right now, for many, this isn't it.